Welcome to World Traveler Cooking, where we cover interesting foods and interesting cuisines from around the world. This time, non-Barbari. This is an Iranian flatbread, and we have a new format we're trying today, which is me narrating via a voiceover afterwards. So the first thing we're going to do is prime our yeast. This is done by taking our 200 milliliters or so of water, adding 1 teaspoon of sugar, and then we will add our yeast, and after that we'll give it just a little stir. There goes our yeast in just 1 second, and we'll give it a little bit of a stir, and we'll leave it aside for 5 or 10 minutes. And then afterwards, we've added our yeast water into this bowl along with our half of our flour and the salt. Again, you can check the description for the full recipe, including the proportions. And we're going to go ahead and stir this together. By stirring it, we will basically create this really, really sort of thick batter. It's not really a dough yet. And then we'll work the rest of the flour in bit by bit until we have all the flour in. It'll turn into a dough. So you can see me just working this in with a fork at this point. Fork works fine. I think at this point you definitely don't want to use your fingers. You can use your fingers later on when you're ready. But basically I added half of what was left, and you can see that at this point it still absorbs the flour really, really fast. So here's just starting to turn into a dough, and we'll go ahead and add the rest of the flour, and you'll get to see the outcome when that's done. So at the end, the dough should be a bit sticky and definitely not floury. So at this point, usually I would say we probably want to switch to using hands at some point. Now, after this is all in, we have this incorporated. We add our butter. I think it's about 20 grams or so, but again, check the description for the full recipe. And now we get a dough which is just very slightly sticky, but it's also nice and rich. And usually people do a bulk fermentation here, but I've actually found it actually works at least as well to divide it at this stage and put it in separate bowls. But I think this time I did a bulk fermentation. So up to you. Now, when you divide your dough after it's risen and doubled in size, this will unfortunately degas it, and then you're going to want to cover it. And I just went ahead and used baking paper here. You can use baking paper below and on top if you like, and just let it sit and proof for another half an hour. And you'll see eventually it starts to get puffy like this. We sprinkled our sesame seeds on top, and can't remember if I've done that at this point yet, but sprinkle sesame seeds nicely on top. You can see that they are definitely there now. And then this will go into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. You want it to be nicely browned on top, but you don't want it to be definitely burned on the top or the bottom. And this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Smells delicious at this point, and it is absolutely delicious. And now for the taste test. This is a nice flatbread with a bit of chewiness to it. I think it'd be just great with everything from hummus to the yogurt dip, even just some olive oil. Delicious. Now, if you find this content interesting, you'd like to see more of it, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have anything to say about this video, love to hear from you. At any rate, recipes in the description. Bon appetit, and see you next week.